love your hair. Yeah, it's okay. I'm kind of having a bad hair day, so yeah, it's okay. Your shoes are so cool. They're kind of old and they're kind of uncomfortable, but okay. What do you want to do tonight? I don't care. Whatever you want. Hello. I have been observing women for years, and I've been observing their actions, I've been observing their words, I've been observing their language. And that was just a sample of the things that I hear that women say, that this constant negation of compliments. Some years ago, I was on a road trip with about a dozen women. And of course, when we drive, we have to stop and get something to eat. And so we stopped, and I looked at them and I said, so where does everyone want to eat? And I started to hear, I don't care. Whatever. Whatever you want to do, doesn't matter to me. I'll just go around with whatever you guys want, no big deal. And I immediately said, no, I am not doing this. I am not spending the next 6 days with 12 women with nobody has an opinion, because everyone is afraid to say what restaurant they want to go to. So I said, I'm going over to here to this restaurant. And all of a sudden, I started to hear, well, I don't want to go there. Wait, I can't go there. I have an allergy. I don't want to go there. What? And I said, but seconds ago, you didn't care. But now all of a sudden you do. Why are we not advocating for something as simple as a restaurant? So I've been observing women and their actions. I have been not only observing other women, but I've been observing my own actions and my own language. And it was some years ago, I was in my undergrad here at Northeastern, and I had class on Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights are the nights that my husband has Boy Scouts with his son. And so he always picks me up at 9:45 on the way home. That particular night, he got done early, and he went straight home. And there were sometimes I would get rides from classmates. So I called him at 9:45, and he said, yeah, I'm home. Are you able to get a ride? What's going on? And I said, well, I'm at school, and it's raining, and I don't have an umbrella, and I know you're home. He's like, okay, well, what do you need? And I said, well, I don't want to make you leave the house, but I'm also at home and I'm also at school without an umbrella, and I just, and I was really wishy-washy about the whole thing. And he said, Nick, just tell me, what do you want? In a very loving way, I assure you. And I said, I want to ride home. Can you please come pick me up? And he's like, yes, of course. He's like, of course I don't want to leave the house in the cold and the rain, but I also don't want my wife stranded at school. So of course I will come pick you up. You just need to tell me. So he came to pick me up. And in the 15-20 minutes while I waited for him to come, I thought about my language, and I thought about what I say and how I said that. And why did I just not say, hey, can you please come pick me up? What was stopping me? Why was I waiting for him to rescue me or for him to just read my mind? So it's not only other women that I've been observing, but I've been observing my own language throughout this whole process. And so today I'm here to talk to you about the ABCs of how women are socialized. Women, I find, apologize for our feelings, and we accommodate our actions to others. I don't care, whatever you want to do. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's no big deal. Oh, am I in your way? We need to stop doing that. So after we apologize and accommodate, these behaviors cause women to become complacent and comfortable and become hesitant to change. And I can't help but think about inertia. A body at rest stays at rest, but a body in motion stays in motion. unless a force comes in and changes that. But we're so afraid of change. And sometimes we get stuck. Right? How many of us have been in jobs that we don't like? Relationships that we don't like? Or even something as simple as a function or a party that you're not really having a good time and you're like, I don't really know how to leave. I'm just going to stay here because it's easy. It's just what I know. It's just this inertia, but it might not be the proper inertia. So we need to relearn our ABCs. Try this again. We need to relearn our ABCs. So A, we need to advocate for who we are. We need to say, this is the restaurant I want to go to. Yes, I would love a ride home. Or, hey, I want to go back to school. Or, you know what, I need to find a new job. These are the things that we need to advocate for. Because once we advocate for who we are, we can believe in our being. We get to believe in being a better person. And from there, we can cultivate our confidence. So once we advocate for who we are, once we say, this is what I want, then we can start becoming that person. And then from there, we're more confident because we were actually saying, this is what I want. So the first step that we need to do is we need to act. We need to take that next step. And sometimes it's scary. Sometimes it's really, really scary to figure out, like, well, I don't even know how to do that. Well, before we can figure out the how, we need to concentrate on the what. We need to figure out what we want, what restaurant we want to eat at, whether or not we need a ride home. Do I want to go back to school? Do I want to get a new job? We need to figure out that what. And once we figure that out, then we can concentrate on the how. From there, we be. Because once we act, once we take that next step, we become that person. So what would happen if we believed in ourselves? From there, we conquer. And we conquer our fears, and we conquer our dreams. So when we act, and we be, and we conquer, we become that person that we want to become. We all have different opinions. That's okay. And we all have different stories. And that's really okay. But it's about accepting who we are instead of negating the compliments. You know, as women, we are raised to be nice. And we are raised to not make waves. We're socially raised. But just because we're socially raised to not make waves doesn't mean we shouldn't. So what if the conversation went like this? I love your hair. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just really went for it. I just thought, I'm just going to go for it. Your shoes are super cool. Yeah, thanks. They're super comfortable too. Thank you so much for noticing. So what do you want to do tonight? I really want to go see that new Matt Damon movie and go get sushi. So what if we started with just that? Thank you.